I ask you a question. Why are you so die-hearted? Huh? Nobody's saying that you don't have your right to vote for who you want to vote for. But why should it come down to where you want to kill your brother and your sister because they voted for another party? Huh? But yet, while you are doing that, and while you over here are defend Andrew Holness, and you are telling me if you go suck out my mama, you are telling me if you go suck my mama, yeah, and I defend Andrew. You're hungry and I quiet? Very hungry. Because I'm hungry now. As a matter of fact, I can't take up your phone. I don't want to do it, you know. I don't want to do it. Because they're going to send me a show off. I can go downstairs and show you my fridge right now. You know what's in there? Grapes. Grapes. You know what Jamaican can buy grape? I know. And a little bunch, a little, half this in a little plastic, you know. Me about 3 bags. The bag where they come in a grape. Yeah. And you see on the kitchen counter down there, me have 2 Someone going to say, Marvin, you're extra. Yeah, me extra tonight. Stick with me. Someone who thinks I lie, man, I tell me this, you know. Let me put on the stairs. Yeah, well, then close, I forgot through. Well, I'm going to turn on light in here. I think, say me a plane here, so. I'm going to turn on my light in here. Yeah, man, choo-choo. I just today I try to talk about mixed nuts. Yeah, man, this is a 1. I'll see next one here. Yeah. So me try to eat healthy too. I really, me want to live here now. I mean, one in my house, yeah, man. Grape, it's a 1 bag. 1, 2 bag, 3 bag. And you see, look, me have Malta for days. You see the milk here? Real milk. Me have rotisserie chicken. Yeah, God no, choo-choo. Yeah, me don't need to buy the little true juice. Me have a big old bottle for myself. Yeah, and me have other things. Me have a salad and stuff and yeah, me have me. Yeah, see here. You know what this? Papaya. Yeah, man. And me have well, me not really like them, but American apples. Yeah, man. And me have champagne and all kind of sitting here. Yeah. Yellow tea. Yeah, man. Everybody there. I want to leave my people there. They're in the fridge. They're in there. Yes. God no. Hold on, how about this? Never knows. Ice cream. I'm a grape, then we can't be like, not to them. What Yeah. So, it's if it's someone who thinks, Marvin, hungry man. I suffer. Stripe my look. Oh, by the way, and a TikTok, give me that. Because I never monetize this. I said, I may not even know if I monetize it. Yeah, see there? Money magnet man. I don't know if you can see. Yeah. I mean, see me there. And it work, you know. It work. I said, yeah. So, if no one, I can actually watch YouTube over here now. Yeah, on the fridge. Yeah, man, we can watch YouTube on the fridge. Yeah, God no. Yes. So when you feel the people suffer, and I try to look stripes. When a PMP win our labor right, it don't affect me. But you know what affects me? When they see the other Jamaicans who are depending on them for better policies. For better policies. For better policy. Then I like them and go back upstairs. See, I'm a food I'm not even eat yet because I'm in the life. I go back up the stairs. Yeah, I go back up the stairs. You know what I want? When we got Florida, when I was in Florida, everybody in Florida have nice apartments and nice homes. And you say, well, and guess what? Their yard no have no grill panny. No grill no dep on their house. No grill no dep on their house. No grill no dep on it. Eh? No grill. So you know what I want? Let me tell you what me want. Me want my Jamaicans them who are struggle, who go foreign, go love nice things. Me want them to experience it in them country. I want them experience in them country. Every time you build a house, you have to build a house and you have to factor grill pan window. You grill up everything. You have to put grill pan grill, double grill plus tax. I would love my Jamaicans to be free. I have access to good healthcare and money. And I'm gonna say, hola. So the government not try my youth. You go like the government not try. By now, if the government of Jamaica listen to me, the next 2 years, Jamaica can see $49 trillion in 2 years. Some of you who never did my last live, who don't even know what I'm talking about, say, what? How? Jamaica can realize 49 trillion Jamaican dollars within the next 2 years, 24 months. Why? XRP, what me talk about. What is XRP? The cryptocurrency that is going to replace the US dollar. As a matter of fact, today, the news came out today. You know what happened today? The company named Ripple, they acquired another company. I think it's called, is it G Factory? I think it's G Factory. Scam. Somebody says scam. Somebody said wrong. Still. I don't know who they talk about. Anna bless. I don't know who they talk about. Because it's when it comes to these platforms, XRP is being implemented to take over everything. Thank you very much, Fifi. Don't worry yourself, man. When it comes to them or something, I can't school them. They might eat that, man. They don't know nothing, man. No, man. It came on as scamming. Oh, okay. One having respect my boss. Somebody said, what's your number? My office number is someone say, you're still teaching at school? No, I teach at school. My office number is 876-590-2225. So somebody can type that to me in the chat because I don't know nothing about it. That's 876-590 G Treasury. Thank you, Share. We never know what's here. That's one of my assistants. Thank you. Appreciate it. So G Treasury is the name of the company that Ripple, the company behind XRP, they acquired today. And that company, I think they acquired it for $1 billion, but that company moves trillions of dollars. Trillions. And they're going to run that company through another company that they acquired in April, known as Hidden Road. HIDDEN. Hidden Road. Hidden Road is a prime broker where Ripple own that deals with $3.5 trillion a year. $3.5 trillion a year. XRP, me want to know, go on the phone. All of the Google, go on the Google now. And type in on Google, how many financial institutions have partnered with Ripple, RIPPLE? How many financial institutions have partnered with Ripple? I want to type in a chat because I don't want people think I'm not joking this. If me, I would tell them, say this can liberate Jamaicans. This can make the country's debt and everything clean up and the country have money. So much money that our teachers would smile for the rest of their life in Jamaica. So much money that it will be so much money that somebody said it's all facts. Thank you very much. There was so much money in the country that we could literally have a 0% tax. Somebody said 300. Yes, 300 financial institutions have partnered. 300 financial, and not just any institution. Not only that, you can Google and find out they have 1,700 NDAs, non-disclosure agreement with people. Ripple has partnerships with over 300 financial institutions through its RippleNet network that are DJ Dagior clothing brand. Dagior. Yo, we can't call it, we don't want to spoil it. Dagior clothing brand. Thank you very much. Yeah? I'm going to say this to you. Ripple has an infrastructure known as the the RippleNet thing. So they're the leisure, right? So they have a leisure that is literally going to power global finance. And by global finance, we're talking about the back end of the stock market. We're talking about derivatives. We're talking about the banks, monies that moves cross-border. We're talking about almost every flipping thing that you can think of will be moving across the XRP ledger. Now make nobody telling a rubbish. The XRP ledger. Thank you, Neymar. Hey, name I never know say there. Big up yourself. Yeah? Tokenization is also coming. What do you mean by tokenization? It means real estate, gold, real world assets. They call them RWA, real world assets. I'm going to read it tonight. Real world assets will be moved on chain. So real estate, they're moving away from the dollar, the money, the literal dollar itself. And that's about to run on the XRP ledger. What do you mean by run on the ledger? If me have $10 million to buy one property, me I go buy the property on the XRP ledger. So if transaction I go do on the ledger, but it's going to do in a XRP, not US dollar. Or it's going to do in a stable coin. The XRP stable coin, it's called RLUSD. RLUSD. That's the Ripple stable coin. Oh, by the way, on the 7th of August, Donald Trump has given an executive order, or signed an executive order for the $12.5 trillion in the 401k. Americans know about 401k, retirement fund. It will be moved onto the blockchain in a crypto. As a matter of fact, America is also planning for their $38 trillion debt to move into crypto. Go Google it. Choo-choo. Oh, and you need to ask yourself this question. So, if all of this is going to come on chain, which infrastructure are they going to really trust enough to deal with people money? Which infrastructure will they trust enough to deal with people's money? Somebody's a real journalist. XRP, Ledger, Ripple, blockchain. You know what the Jamaican government wants to give you? Central bank digital currency, CBDC dollar. That currency is programmable. What do you mean by programmable? It means that they can code, computer code, they can code that digital money to their liking. The one that is in China, the digital yuan in China, digital money, China has the ability, or that digital money in China has the ability to expire. You're like, to expire? What do you mean it expire? When it's expire, that means, good, you can't use. Yes, so let me give you a good example. When you buy Digicel credit or Flow credit, somebody said, facts, I read that. Of course I facts. You know, I'm going to play with me information over here, so, yeah? So if China decides to say, all right, you know what? When you buy the Digicel credits and the Flow credit, you have to use it within a particular time. If you don't, after time, it expires. So they force the country, they force the people in the country to use up their money. They force the people to spend their money, which it basically helps with GDP, and it helps to keep the economy alive, rather than people just throwing up money. That's dangerous. The Jamaican Jamdex, which is the Jamaican CBDC dollar, Google says it doesn't have that ability, but it has the ability to be frozen. The government of Jamaica can freeze the CBDC dollar, the Jamdex money where you have. So if they want you to take their vaccines again when they come up with their new COVID, yeah, freeze Marvin, Edgar, Donga, Clarendon, freeze all the Clarendon people money so that they can go tomorrow and take them vaccines. After them take them vaccines, we will have already collected their data and their accounts will become available to be used. Click one button. I dare the government of Jamaica to come and confirm on air, and I've even come on my program and tell the Jamaican people that it's a lie. As a matter of fact, this information can be researched. It's online. Just go ask yourself. And guess what? So whereas cryptocurrency, so one XRP now is about $2.30, $2.40, $2.50 because of Trump and him tariff war and all kind of stuff, and it has not yet been put to use. So the use case is to pretty much have XRP settling transactions at scale. So the beautiful thing about crypto, the beautiful thing about crypto is that crypto has the ability to scale in value. What do you mean by scale in value? Meaning I can own one. Oh, by the way, let me say this for record. I am not a financial advisor. I am not a financial advisor. I am not offering financial advice. Anything I say is for educational purposes only. Good. So, one XRP is currently at $2.30. Yeah, which is a pullback. We've been in there a long time. We don't even find it that sense. And one XRP by now and the end of December is going to be at an interesting price. I don't want to tell you. I've said it before, but I don't want to tell you. Because there are real world events that are going to catapult it. What are some of those real world events? Them start this Saturday. Saturday is the 18th. And America will approve, they might even do it tomorrow. They probably won't even wait until Saturday. They're about to approve some ETFs. What are ETFs? Exchange Traders Fund. This is what multi-billion-dollar asset management companies, they actually label stuff that they're going to sell. So it could have been a Bitcoin ETF or a cup ETF or a bed ETF where they're selling beds to their clients. So they call it an XRP ETF. Yeah? So they pretty much buy these things and their clients, they have trade partnership with their clients and stuff. Yeah? I've been begging the Jamaican government to listen to me and put the country in a position that this country has never been in, where XRP will be more valuable than gold. XRP will be more valuable than gold. Marvin, which platforms is the best platforms to buy crypto from Jamaica? None. You can't, again. Used to, but you can't. None. Because the country blocks your ability through the banks. Because Bank of Jamaica says that cryptocurrency is used for money laundering and it's a scam. There's 1,500 people on this live right now that I am seeing. 1,500 of UNO. Do you know what it would look like if 1,500 of UNO over here, so right now, even just own 100 XRPs. So 100 XRPs right now, if you were able to afford it or have it, would have cost you maybe about $280. Because you'd probably charge about about $160 or so for the fees. So about $300. That cost if you get 100 XRPs. Now, question is, why do you think XRP price will go up? Well, it's all about supply and demand. If XRP is going to be supplying global finance with liquidity and doing instant settlement, the real world use case that it pretty much gives is to do instant settlement, payment settlement. It has to be expensive. All right? So here's the easy, quick maths. They created 100 billion XRP tokens. But Swift, if you're sending money overseas and I'm asking for the Swift code, Swift is an intermediary bank that processes $5 trillion per day. 100 billion XRP tokens were created. So if XRP was to really settle $5 trillion, replace Swift, and settle $5 trillion instantly per day, 100 billion tokens could not remain at $1, $2, or even $3. Yeah? Because it takes 1,000 billion. It takes 1,000 billion to make 1 trillion. So 5 trillion would be 5,000 billion. So them up only 100 billion tokens created. But hear the sweet news. Hear the sweet news. Someone don't like maths, listen. People, for the love of God, I beg you to listen to me tonight. Listen to me. I call one family member, call a friend overseas, Do whatever you have to do and beg them to buy some. Tell them if you send no money, just buy that phone. Choo-choo. Just do that. You don't need me now. You don't need me. You don't need me. You don't need me. But I promise you, somebody say buy what? XRP. I am not a financial advisor. I am not offering financial advice. But if I were you, that's where I would have been investing all my money. Every last dime. Yep, XRP. I promise you that all of you are going to be talking about me on your programs before the year is out. About XRP and what is happening to it. And the price rate reach. Before December done. I promise. You see, next year is going to be mind-blowing. Oh, did you know that America government that is shut down now, they have to come with an answer, and the answer is not cash. Because the BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, BRICS, which makes up more than 44% of global GDP, they have formed an alliance. Somebody said 15 minutes gone. Well, I guess somebody want to come off here. Come off. We have 1,400 people who want to hear what I say. All right. And that's true, because when they say they don't come off, we need to really respect the time. It's somebody say a joke. I don't know, joke. We have come off. We have come off. We need to go to bed. What was I saying? What mean I say again? BRICS taking the BRICS. So they make up 44% of global GDP. BRICS, BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. So these nations come together because they say, listen, we are tired of the US dollar and the US economic sanctions that they constantly use when they have to have their own way. So we don't want to use their money no more. So here we are going. We don't want to use the US dollar again, dog. We're going to do our own thing. We're going to do our own thing. We're going to create our own money. We're going digital. Donald Trump says shit. All right. So if them people, which is 44% of global GDP, moves away from the US dollar, we are already in $38 trillion debt. Then we're in a real problem. We're in a real problem. Somebody say repeat your number. The number is there. Somebody can put it. Share. I don't know if you're still here, but it's 876-590-2225. That's my office number. Please, nobody call the number. Just send a WhatsApp. We'll get back to you. My assistant is very able, and she responds very fast. So you'll get a response. If you desire to speak to me, then she can give you my personal number, and then we can do that. All right? We can talk. Every single person who is on this live can be financially free within the next 6 months. Yeah, that's my belief. That's what I believe. As a matter of fact, let's be realistic as how you want it. I believe, depending on how much you invest, I believe. So let's just say you're holding 100 XRPs. I believe that by the end of 2026, listen to me, I believe that by the end of 2026, one XRP could be $10,000. That's my prediction. I could be wrong. I'm just a guy on the internet. What do I know? Therefore, if you even had, say, 100 XRP tokens, 100 times 10,000 is 1 million. 100 times 10,000 is 1 million US dollar. Chuchu. So what are you saying to me, Marvin? Somebody said 10K USD. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'll give you an even crazy prediction. Myself, as well as experts, believe within the next 10 years, because within the next 10 years, the entire world will now be on the blockchain, and we'll now have a more smooth, structured platform where now everything is now moving across the XRP ledger. So we'll get the full monetary system integrated into the XRP ledger, settling transactions while depreciating. What do you mean by that? Every day 5,000 XRP tokens are burnt. So digitally, these tokens from the 100 billion that I told you about that they created, 5,000 every day, 5,000 goes to what I call a digital garbage bin, where nobody can touch it. It's a dead wallet. Nobody can go retrieve it and bring it back to life. It's gone, done. So the supply is decreasing. 5,000 every day. 5,000 every day is being removed. But here's the real kicker. So if I hold some XRPs and you hold some, and the banks, because it was not designed for us, we are retail. You have the banking institutions, and then you have retail. We are retail. XRP was not designed for retail people to have it. But thank God for Jesus. Those who are behind the coin, they decided to let, I think, about 2 billion, maybe about 2 or 3 billion max. That's out there for retail to buy globally on the exchanges. Exchanges are the places you go to actually buy these assets, right? And the other 97 billion, 58 billion was locked up in what they call escrow. So the company were created, out of the 100 billion, they say, we are well up on 58 billion because we have plans to this thing. We're not let it go there like that. Yeah? That 58 billion is now at 35 billion because they have been every month, 1 billion is removed, right? Or is unlocked from escrow, and they decide if they want to sell or they just re-escrow it, meaning put it back in the bank. But every month they have the ability to release 1 billion. The coins, the XRP coins, once you hold them in a wallet, once somebody go buy them, somebody say, me confused. Lord God, I don't like to hear that. Tay, ask the question that you want to ask. Don't know how I end up on this line, but glad I am here. God bless you. Is there an app for XRP? No. You have exchanges. Somebody say me confused too. And I can understand. I understand that where you're confused because you're like, what is he talking about? This is not my responsibility to come and tell nobody nothing, you know. The Ministry of Finance, they should have had programs to educate people, you know. Somebody said, we're not confused, continue. We need a class. Somebody said, I joined late. Oh, Tay say, I joined late. That's why you're not really understanding it. How you get again, JA? You cannot buy it in Jamaica. The government and the banks, Governor Biles, the Bank of Jamaica, man, he won't let if you walk, go up there, go find out. What make Jamaicans can't trade crypto? What make we can't trade it? You know what they said? Oh, it's used for money laundering. But the regular money, what we have now, that is being laundered, isn't that still money laundering? The regular Jamaican monies that are going missing in the banking system, where an increase of banking fraud in the country is up over 900% since 2020. Jamaican monies are going missing like a nothing. Have you ever heard, manners and respect, thank you for that. Have you ever heard the government of Jamaica come out and talk about the money, the labor right and PMP money where go missing in the bank? I'm going to say this again. You think it's only PMP money going missing? You think only PMP money are going missing in the bank? You know how much labor right people me know right here Mapen where the money can't find, gone for NCB? Oh, by the way, let me ask you a question. Guess which two banks are responsible for roll out the CBDC dollar where Jamaica, where Bank of Jamaica, where Governor Biles and the government of Jamaica wants to give you guys? Guess which two bank? I'm going to do the pilot project. NCB and JN, Jamaica National. Thank you. Hold on there. Let me see. Somebody, is that Landake? Hold on there. Landake. I want you to identify yourself for me tomorrow. Just the fact that you got those two banks, right? I will give you $10,000 for that answer. I'll give you $10,000 for that answer. Thank you. Landake. Sherry Stafford says me first. I never see you. I like the case. Then I can say, hey. Yeah, man. I'll give you 10. Someone said respect from Trinidad. Manners and respect. I'll give you $10,000 tomorrow. Please reach out to my office, Landa K. You have the office number. I think you have the office number already. All right? Yeah. And nobody now text and say them a Landa K. I will verify that it is Landa K. Know yourself. Me have my way to verify. Me have my way to verify. Yes, because when she called me, I go make sure say she go live from fear channel everything. Yeah, me have my ways. Know yourself. If you did ask some geographic questions, me would win. Somebody said Grenada. Big up yourself. Grenada is in the house. Manners and respect. Grenada is here. Trinidad is here. Big up on yourself. Love and respect. All right. So regarding the XRP people, if you miss XRP, here the good news. There's some other coins. So don't lose hope. It says that XRP is the Usain Bolt in the crypto space. To me, XRP is the Usain Bolt. I don't know what that means. If Usain Bolt in the race, you know who will win. And he will go faster. So you can make money faster. But then you have some Asafa Powells, you have some Justin Gatlins, and these other persons in the crypto race is XLM, XL, X as in X-ray, L as in ladder or leader, yes, M as in Marvin or maker, all right, XLM, thank you very much. And then you have H bar. So let me, the most beautiful thing about the crypto space now, XLM and H bar, Guyana in the house, man, as a whole Caribbean day here, big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. All right, love and respect. Big up on yourself. H bar and XLM. Oh my God. So XRP is going to. So the little payment supermarket, barbershop, hairdresser. This is where we're going. Wanna hear what I say? XLM is powerful. H bar, one H bar now is probably about 19 cents. 18, 19, maybe 20 cents. Yeah? One H bar. I hear it tonight, you know? One H bar of about 20 cents. One H bar within the next 5 years is projected to be at $1,000 for one. That's 1,003 X's. 1,003 times your money. It's possible. We don't have an exact day or time or whatever, but we know that the ability, the role it will play in global finance also is going to be mind-blowing. Marvin, a long time now I've been following you. You need to be in the House of Parliament, you and Andre. Well, we can't just go up there because they're a shoot way. And if a man like me name the on the ballot box, I probably 3 votes me get. Because I get about 2,500 to come vote. Nobody will put me up there. And I true. You know that there's an independent here. Well, I cannot blame them. But they had a representative in every single constituency. Big up on yourself. Yeah, I watch movie. Thank you for that. They had representatives in the 63 constituencies. Yeah. And how much people vote for them? We never have business with them. We don't give a shit about them. The only thing that I blame them for is that nobody knew of them. They just appear. The Purple Party. Yes, the Purple Party. Thanks. Nobody knew of them. But it would have been amazing if we, the people, would have surprised the two parties and put in a brand new set of people. Even if they're idiots, we've been dealing with a bunch of idiots from 1931. Even if they're thieves, we've been dealing with thieves from 1931, so that's fine. Brand new thief. Brand new thief. Chuchu. And you know something? I don't think they would steal as them going there. They would want to try to make a difference. Somebody said, I'm hooked. They would try to make a difference. Yeah, God no. Yeah, man. A time for some brand new thief. Yeah. Probably them a thief, you wouldn't thief 3 trillion. Then probably thief 100 billion. But you know something? The country would have been left with 2.9 trillion. And we could have done more with that. They can't tell about the other 100 billion. Understand what I say? You understand what I say? Wouldn't you prefer a thief who just take maybe just 10% and the other 90% left for your country, rather than having these pieces of filth taking 90% and use the 10% to try and patch up road and patch up hospital and patch up people's lives? Huh? And patch up the whole freaking country, patch up. So I'm gonna do the math quickly for you to prove my point and then come off. That God, you know, if I win, me say me I come off for this as it here. So if Jamaica government listens to me and they borrowed 15 billion. You could talk quick and fast. They borrowed $15 billion to pay bills just one year. That means the money in our country. By the way, the growth in the country is negative 0.8. Negative 0.8 growth. No money no there. And if America locked down because America no have no money, then imagine Jamaica. If America government is currently shut down because there's no money in the country, so what do you think is going to happen to Jamaica? Huh? You think that your 1 p.m. can save this? You think your 1 p.m. have genius ideas? If Andrew Holness actually do the crypto thing, you know, it would be genius. Yeah. But me I give the man the reason. Me I give the man the blueprint. Because if he buys XRP now, let's say him take $15 billion more, which would be 93 million US. So 15 billion Jamaicans, 15 billion Jamaican. Only can do the maths. 15 billion, which is 15 and 9 zeros, divided by 161, which is for the US dollar now, you'll get 93 million US dollars, right? So the 93 million US dollar that them could have used, no? And buy XRPs. The country would get about 36 to 37 trillion. No, 36 to 37 million XRPs. Yeah, man, about that they get. Or maybe even cheaper, you know, because the price drop. All right? So the country would have 36 million XRP tokens locked up in the treasury. Them now, if you do not, you just buy it and hold it. That is all. They just buy it and securely hold it in the wallet. And the world would do the rest. And the price would appreciate. Give you a joke. At $1,000 per XRP coin, which I believe, this is my belief. I am not God. I could be wrong. Which I believe by December of this year, by December, the next few weeks, XRP will be at $1,000. I believe, minimum. Yeah, true. I could be wrong. I mean, yeah, and if I'm wrong, just admit I'm wrong. I want you to do the math for me. Me already know the maths, but more you do it. So we then take the 93 million US dollar and we buy 36 million XRP tokens for the country. And we tell the country we put in our treasury. XRP hit $1,000 from here. Can you do the math for me? 36 million. That's 36 million coins. 36 million XRP times 1,000. So 36 million times 1,000. Someone can't call the number, but I think it's going to be about 6 trillion or 5 point something trillion. Yeah. Oh, no. Hold on. No, they're not going to get that. They're not getting trillions. They're going to get in a billions first. They're going to get in a billion because this is US dollar. And then we're going to take the answer and we're going to times the answer by 161. So that's 36. Okay, so it's 36 million. No, million with an M. So 36 million times 1,000 gives us what? 36 billion. 36 billion US. So now you're going to do 36 billion, which is a 36 and 9 zeros. 36, 9 zeros times 161 for the US. Because that answer, yeah, was in the US dollar. See there in Jamaican money, $5.76 trillion. No, it's not billion. You left out 3 zeros. Yes, see the right answer there. 5.796 trillion. 5 and 12 digits after that. 5.7 trillion. By December. Yeah. True. God no. So if I am right that XRP within the next 2 years is at $10,000 US for one. If we're right, That's 5.7 trillion times 10. Because we just got the answer for 1,000. So we can just do the 5.7 trillion times 10. 57 trillion Jamaican dollars. Do you know what $57 trillion could do for this country? Do you know what $57 trillion could do for this country? There's 1,400 witnesses on this live right now. 1,400 witnesses on this live tonight. You see, if me prove to be right, you're going to be most mad at your government. Because the man right. Marvin right. You see that $57 trillion within the next 2 years? It could pay every police and every soldier and teacher and public sector workers. It could pay them monies that they never thought they could make in Jamaica. And left change. Oh, but guess what I also heard? Guess what is also possible? Other part I'm going to start vomit. The word on the street is that within the next 10 years, if XRP settles all the global payments, XRP could be worth $1 million per coin. Over here, work out $1,000 and $10,000 per coin. It is said by experts, and I can give you the name of the expert, and you can go check it out for yourself. His name is Jake Claver, J-A-K-E-C-L-A-V-E-R. Jake Claver. Jake Claver. In upon YouTube and all about. Go look, go research him and watch. His videos are very short. Very short. He only invests in XRP. Very educated guy. As a matter of fact, I was going to invite Jake Claver to come and sit in Jamaica as our cryptocurrency advisor. The guy is so educated, it's not even funny. When I go look him up, I am telling you about my sources. When I go look up, when I go dig up phone sources. So if XRP even go to $100,000 per coin within the next 10 years, I could just put that one. I could not do $1 million. The next 10 years, 100,000 US dollars for one. I mean, I want to tell me say can't walk. Because in 2010, one Bitcoin was for 1 cent. The first crypto was for 1 cent. You know how much one Bitcoin now? Can somebody type the price of one Bitcoin because everybody can find it? Type the price of one Bitcoin like chat. Go up on Google and type in one Bitcoin. So now nobody can type, why that can't happen, dog? Real things under $90,000. 109 or 107,000 US dollar for one. That means if the 1,400 of us here did buy $10 worth of Bitcoins in 2010, you would have gotten 1,000 Bitcoins for your money. The 1,000 times 108,000 for the price of Bitcoin now would give you 108 million US dollars for your $10 investment in 2010. Yeah, true. But I'm going to say this to you. Somebody said, I had a Bitcoin when it was worth cents and bought things on Fortnite. And when it blew up, almost mad. A lot of persons are about to go crazy too. Let me say this again. I am not a financial advisor and I'm not offering financial advice. Anything I say is for educational purposes only. Do you think Coinbase